Sooner, everybody. Welcome to the 2016 Bowl Pick Extravaganza, where we pick every bowl game heading to the national championship game. All of it. All the games, all the seeds, all the picks, right here. Not anywhere else. Right here. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away. My name's Harry James. Alright, everybody, welcome back. We'll welcome you first into my territory, Big 12 play, where there will be a ton of bowls, and they all start off December the 27th at 9:15. Boise State and Baylor will play in the Motel 6 Cactus Bowl. I'm going to actually go with Boise State in this bowl game. Baylor is really just falling apart, and it has late. In the Russell Athletic Bowl on the 28th of December at 4:30 p.m., two Big East teams revive their rivalry. West Virginia and Miami will play. I'm going to go with West Virginia in this bowl game. Speaking of two former former rivals, what about 8 o'clock on the 29th in the Texas Bowl in Houston? At the Advocare Texas Bowl in Houston, Texas A&M and Kansas State. I'm going to go with the Wild Hatter of Bill Snyder. Also on the 28th, Oklahoma State and Colorado in the Valerio Alamo Bowl. I'm going to go with Okie State. December the 30th at 11:30 a.m. or 11 o'clock on ESPN, the AutoZone Liberty Bowl between Georgia and Texas Christian. I'm going to go with TCU. And finally, January the 2nd, the second best team in the SEC, Auburn Tigers, would take on our beloved and Big 12 champion Oklahoma Sooners in the All-State Sugar Bowl, January the 2nd at 7:30 p.m. If Auburn's going to win, they have to go with a no-holds-barred game. Their defense has to play well, and they have to attack defensively. Offensively, they've got to just do what you do. Run the ball. That's where Oklahoma's holes have been. So that's what Auburn has to do. Oklahoma offensively, they know that they know where their strength is. Pirine and Mixon and Pirine, and some throws down the field. So you got to do that. And then defensively for Oklahoma, just stay on your man. Just do what you've been doing. Maybe it hasn't been pretty, but you've kind of contained teams. Look out for the run, though. Auburn will try to run the ball coming from the SEC. Branching out of the Big 12 a little bit into the national scope, the Gridiron New Mexico Bowl on December the 17th at 1 p.m., New Mexico and University of Texas San Antonio. I'm going to go with the Texas San Antonio. We also, 2:30 p.m. here, we have Houston and San Diego State at 2:30 on ABC. I'm going to go with San Diego State. 4 o'clock, two bowl games. Appalachian State at Toledo at the Raymond Media Camarilla Bowl. I'm going to go with App State. And for the Auto Nation Searchers Bowl, you're going to have University of Central Florida and Arkansas State on CBS Sports. I'm going to go with Arkansas State. 8 o'clock p.m. December 17th, you'll have University of Southern Mississippi at University of Louisiana Lafayette in the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl on ESPN. I'm going to go with ULL. And on December the 19th, you'll have Central Michigan at Tulsa and the Miami Beach Bowl. I'm going to go with Tulsa. Which brings us next to December the 20th. 6 p.m. you'll see Memphis and Western Kentucky in the Baton Rouge Bowl on ESPN. I'm going to go with Kentucky, or Western Kentucky. The 21st, you'll see Brigham Young and Wyoming in the Poinsettia Bowl on ESPN. I'm going to go with BYU. Idaho and Colorado State will be on the 22nd at 6 p.m. I'm going to go with the Idaho Potato Bowl. I'm going to go with Colorado State on ESPN. On my birthday, December 23rd, there's a full slate of games starting at 12 noon. Well, you'll see Eastern Michigan and Old Dominion in the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl on ESPN. I'm going to go with Eastern Michigan. Louisiana Tech and Navy will be in the Armed Forces Bowl on ESPN. I'm going to go with Navy at 3:30. 7 p.m. you'll see Ohio and Troy in the Dollar General Bowl. I'm going to go with Ohio University, the Bobcats, at 7 o'clock. That's it. Christmas Eve, Hawaii and Middle Tennessee State will take place in the Hawaii Bowl on ESPN. I'm going to go with Middle Tennessee State, 7 o'clock on the 24th. They'll take Christmas off for NFL and so much more other stuff on that Sunday. But they'll get back on track on Monday, the 26th, the day after Christmas. It all starts off at 10 a.m. Miami of Ohio and Mississippi State in the St. Petersburg Bowl. I'm going to go with Mississippi State. 1 o'clock, you'll have the Quick Lane Bowl between Maryland and Boston College. I'm going to go with BC. 4 o'clock, you'll have the Independence Bowl, NC State and Vanderbilt. I'm going to go with Vandy. That's the final game on the 26th. On the 27th, you'll have the Zaxby's Heart of Dallas Bowl, Army, and University of North Texas. I'm going to go with UNT. At 11 a.m. at 2:30, you'll have Temple and Wake Forest in the Military Bowl. I'm going to go with Wake at 2:30. And 6 o'clock, finally, Minnesota in the Holiday Bowl. Minnesota and Washington State will take place at ESPN. I'm going to go with Wazoo, Washington State. The day after that, on Christmas, on December 28th, 1 p.m., Pittsburgh and Northwestern in the Pinstripe Bowl out in New York. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. At 7:30 p.m., the Foster's Farms Bowl on Fox between Indiana and Utah. I'm going to go with Utah. The 29th at 1 p.m., South Florida and South Carolina in the Birmingham Bowl. I'm going to go with USF. 4:30, Arkansas and Virginia Tech in the Belk Bowl. I'm going to go with Vatech. The 30th, Stanford and North Carolina on the 30th at 1 p.m. will be the Hyundai Sun Bowl on CBS. Also, Nebraska and Tennessee at 2:30 on ESPN in the Music City Bowl. I'm going to go with Tennessee. And at 4:30, South Alabama and Air Force in the Noma Home Loans Arizona Bowl on Camp television on your computer. The Capital One Bowl between Michigan and Florida State will be at 7 o'clock on ESPN. I'm going to go with Florida State. Wake up early on Christmas, on New Year's Eve on the 31st. You'll see LSU and Louisville. The Citrus Bowl at ABC. I'm going to go with Louisville. Georgia Tech and Kentucky. The Tax Slayers Bowl. I'm going to go with Kentucky at both games at 10 a.m. The mid game at 2 will be the first college football playoff game between Washington and Alabama in the Peach Bowl on ESPN. I'm going to go with Alabama. The second of the playoff bowls at 6 p.m. on New Year's Eve, the 31st, and that will be Ohio State and Clemson on in the Fiesta Bowl on ESPN. I'm going to go with Ohio State. New Year's, you'll have the Florida and Iowa in the Outback Bowl on ABC. I'm going to go with Florida. And from the Cotton Bowl, you'll have Western Michigan and Wisconsin, the Badgers. I'm going to go with Wisconsin and the Badgers of the Cotton Bowl, 4 p.m. Both of those games, by the way, at 12 on New Year's. 4 p.m. on New Year's, you'll see USC and Penn State in the Rose Bowl. I'm actually going to go with USC in this ball game. And finally, a week after that, which will be January the 9th, you'll have the national championship game, Alabama and Ohio State, live from Tampa, Florida. Winner goes home with the Dr. Pepper Championship, and that team is, drumroll please, Alabama. Ohio State got them last time, remember, in the Sugar Bowl. I think Alabama gets them this time and gets to raise another title for the Sabre. That's Nick Saban, by the way, if you didn't know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope the picks go your way. Don't take any of these picks on my behalf because, heck, I'm not a very good picker. I just do what I think I can, right? You can find all these picks and so much more, Boomer Sooner 1982. You can also find them on my Facebook page, Harry James Taylor, or you can tweet me at Sooner_fan_OK. They're also on my Twitter account, is the video. All right, guys. One final time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys week 1 next year for college football's picks again. More picks and more picks and more picks coming your way. Week numero uno of 2017. First, though, we have to claim a champion for 2016. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner. Take care, everybody. I'm out of here.